going on, everybody? Welcome to my 2019-20 NHL playoff predictions, just the play-in round. And here's why I'm going to do it, because if you get one result wrong in this bracket, it screws it all up, mainly because of the top four teams playing in that round robin to determine seeding. So what I'm going to do is just make some predictions on what I think is going to happen in the play-in round. And then once we know what the results of the play-in round is, I'm going to make a actual full playoff prediction with the 16 teams that we have in the bracket, and we'll go from there because that will be a lot easier. So we're just going to cover the round robins and the four series. We're going to start in the Eastern Conference round robin. We have the Flyers, the Lightning, the Capitals, and the Bruins. I am going to go with the Flyers at number one. I think that they have a playoff-built team, in my opinion anyways. We're going to have the Flyers in round one, going one. I think that the Bruins are going to be number two. I think we're going to see the Washington Capitals number three, and I think we're going to see the Tampa Bay Lightning number four. Let's go to the series now. Toronto-Columbus. I have Columbus winning in 5 games. I think it's going to be a hard-fought series, but at the end of the day, I think that John Tortorella, there is a concern over coaches being able to implement their scheme. After watching what the Islanders did against the Rangers, I don't think that there's as much of a problem over that, but I think the Blue Jackets are a bit of a different team because, like, John Tortorella is just such a you better listen to me type coach. I think that the system will be implemented. I'm going Columbus in 5 over Toronto, and Toronto will enter into the lottery, I guess, the draft lottery, because, yeah, whoever, out of the 8 losers, one of them is going to get Alexis Lafreniere, alright? So that's something. We're going to have the Islanders taking on the Panthers. Islanders in 4. I think Barkov and Huberdeau, they're going to be able to have a fight and win one game, but I think Bobrovsky is just not going to be good enough, and I think that the defense of the Islanders, just the buying into that Trotz scheme is way too good. I have the Islanders beating the Panthers. Hurricanes-Rangers is a really hard series to predict. I really like both teams, but I think at the end of the day, this is going to come down to the defense, because I think both have very similar forward cores. You can argue that Panarin pushes the Rangers over the top, just his talent compared to any other forward on the Hurricanes. I think that in net, it's a wash, really. I think both teams have pretty good goaltending. Serviceable goaltending probably is a better word. Defensively, though, I think the edge goes to Carolina simply because, A, they loaded up on a ton of pieces. B, their left side is a lot better than the Rangers' left side when you look at left-handedness. I'm going to go the Hurricanes in 5 games. And in the final play-in series, we have the Montreal Canadiens versus the Penguins. And for the first time ever, you can say this with it making sense, Penguins in 3. Not just because of the banner up there. Up there, I actually think the Penguins are going to smoke the Canadiens. In the West, the round robin will be between St. Louis, Colorado, Vegas, and Dallas. I'm going to go with Colorado, St. Louis, Vegas, Dallas. Pretty similar, but a little bit different. When it comes to the series, we're going to have Calgary and Winnipeg. I'm going to go with the Winnipeg Jets in 4 games because I don't think that the Calgary team is built to be a good playoff team. I think Winnipeg's team is built a little bit better to actually win a playoff series. We're going to have Vancouver versus Minnesota. That's what it is, Vancouver versus Minnesota, and I'm going to pick, I think I'm going to pick the Vancouver Canucks in 4 games. This series, even though it's a Canadian team, it's really not interesting to me compared to any other series. I think that it's this one and then the next one we're going to talk about that are just like the 2 most uninteresting series. But yeah, Canucks in 4 games, Pedersen goes off, Markstrom does well, why not? Nashville, Arizona, I think we're going to see one upset in this, and I think that there's no better upset to pick than Taylor Hall scoring a ton of goals, Kessel lighting them up a little bit. I think that we're going to see the Arizona Coyotes beat the Predators. I said it. Controversial? Yes, but I believe it's going to happen. And finally, Edmonton-Chicago. I already talked about this in its separate video. We're going to have Edmonton winning in 4 games, I think it said it was. Yeah, 4 games, I said. So don't ask me what the matchups are. I can't think of it off the top. You know what? Let me try and think of it. Columbus, and then Columbus would be 9. And then I predicted that the 5, 6, and 7 would win. So I'm pretty sure that would line up to be Philly, Columbus, Boston taking on the Islanders. Then we would have the Penguins taking on the Lightning, and the Capitals taking on the Hurricanes in a rematch. And then in the West, you would have Colorado taking on Arizona. You would have, I guess up next it would be Winnipeg taking on St. Louis in a rematch. Then you would have Vegas going toe-to-toe with Vancouver. And then you would have a Dallas-Edmonton series. I think that's what it would end up being. If I end up being right, I don't think I will be. I think that the round robin really messes it all up when it comes to predictions. But yeah, those are my predictions for the play-in / round robin. And once we get the results of that, I'm going to do a prediction on the 16 teams in the bracket. Thank you all for watching this video. You will not get my Oilers reaction until, if I'm not mistaken, it would end up being Sunday. I know that they play on Saturday, but I'm out of town and I won't have internet access, but I will record the video from that location on Saturday, and then on Sunday, I'll upload it onto the channel. But yeah, thank you all for watching. I will see you on the next one. Bye for now, everybody.